Well, the Sacramento Police Department has responded to NDTV's queries. They said that the accused in the hit-and-run case, he was arrested on the 19th of February. This incident, the hit-and-run incident, took place at 7 p.m. on the 14th of February, and that the accused, he fled the scene after the hit-and-run incident. In fact, my colleague Disha Bagchi joins us to get us more on this. Disha, what are the latest details that you can give us, especially with what the Sacramento Police has said?
Absolutely, Osama. So as we've been tracking this tragic story of Nilam Shinde throughout the day, now NDTV has exclusively learned from the Sacramento Police Department that in fact we have no details about what exactly happened on that tragic day. So the police has said that around 7 p.m. is when the police responded to a call on the 14th of February regarding a hit-and-run case which took place in Sacramento near the Fair Oaks Boulevard, and they immediately responded to this call. But by the time they reached the spot, the accused, who's a 15-year-old individual, had fled the scene, and they found a female adult who was Nilam Shinde at the scene, and immediately took her to the hospital. Now, as I mentioned, the accused had in fact fled the scene. He was eventually arrested on the 19th of February. And as I mentioned, he was 58 years old and is now in police custody. So NDTV has been following this story closely throughout the day. Just to remind our viewers on what the case involves, this is about 35-year-old Nilam Shinde, who has been struggling with life-threatening injuries and is currently in hospital in a coma in California. And the family, father and brother of Nilam Shinde, have been struggling to reach the US and were struggling to get an emergency US visa. And now due to NDTV impact, they are now going to have a visa interview tomorrow in Mumbai. So this is what NDTV is exclusively learning right now from the Sacramento Police, that the accused, who is 58-year-old Lawrence Gallow, was arrested on 19th February and is now in police custody. Back to you.
All right, Disha Bagchi, thank you very much for getting us all the latest as far as the response from the Sacramento Police is concerned. Meanwhile, as far as Nilam Shinde's case is concerned, the US Embassy, as Disha was mentioning, they have granted an interview to the father and cousin of Nilam Shinde at 9 a.m. on Friday. This is for an emergency visa so that the father of Nilam Shinde can travel to the United States. Remember, the 35-year-old Nilam Shinde fractured her arms and legs and is in a coma in a California hospital after a road accident on the 14th of February.
तानाजी शिंदे एंड संजय कदम, ये बहुत ही मुश्किल की घड़ी है आपके परिवार के लिए, और इस घड़ी में पूरा हिंदुस्तान आपके साथ खड़ा है, हम आपके साथ खड़े हैं, क्योंकि अभी आपको अपनी बेटी के पास जाना बहुत ज़रूरी है। जब आप देखते हैं कि सब लोग आपके साथ सांत्वना दिखा रहा है, तो आप क्या सोच रहे हैं?
ये देखकर मुझे तो मतलब पहले बार मतलब विश्वास नहीं हुआ कि मतलब इतने हेल्प मिल रहे करके। बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प मिले है हमें सभी तरफ से। मतलब ताइन की तरफ से, तो ताइन ने हमें कॉल भी किया था सुबह दोपहर को, उन्होंने मतलब ट्वीट वगैरह सब करके बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प किए। हमारे यहाँ के बाला साहब पाटिल है, उन्होंने तो सबसे पहले हम उनके पास ही गए थे, बाला साहब पाटिल के पास ही, वही हमारे यहाँ के एमएलए थे उसकी वजह से। और उसके बाद ही हम फॉलोअप में मतलब सभी, अभी सीएम साहब भी हेल्प बहुत कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने भी मतलब बहुत हेल्प किया अभी तक।
जी तानाजी शिंदे जी, मैं आपसे क्या बोलूं, बस यही कि आपको भगवान हिम्मत दे कि आपको जल्दी से वीज़ा मिले और आप अपनी बेटी के पास जा सकें।
धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद।
तो क्या
काही ना काही
असं म्हणू नका तानाजी भाऊ, तुमच्या लेकीचा आम्हाला सार्थ अभिमान आहे। तुमची लेक खूप धैर्यशील आहे, कर्तृत्ववान आहे, आम्हाला खूप तिचा अभिमान आहे, आणि तुमचा देखील। की तुम्ही तुमच्या मुलीला इतकं लांब विश्वासाच्या नात्याने पाठवलं आणि तिने एवढं कर्तृत्व दाखवलं. तुम्हाला मी मानाचा मुजरा करते आणि तुमच्या लेकीला पण करते. आणि ती नक्की बरी होईल, तुम्ही काळजी करू नका. ती बरी होणार आहे. आपण तिला बरी करणार आहोत. आणि आपला पांडुरंग आपण प्रार्थना करू आणि डॉक्टर्स पण आपल्याला करतील सगळी मदत.
हाजी ताई, धन्यवाद ताई. तुमचा खूप जास्त म्हणजे आम्हाला
अरे
धीर वाटला तुमचं
धन्यवाद.
ऐकून कॉल.
अरे ताई पण म्हणतात आणि धन्यवाद पण म्हणतात. बहिणीचे कोण आभार मानतं काय? बहीण कशाला असते मग? सगळं चांगलं होणार.
हाँ, मैं संजय कदम जी का लड़का हूँ, मतलब उसके मामा का लड़का हूँ मैं,
जी
गौरव कदम. मैं उनके साथ जाने वाला हूँ यूएस को.
हाँ
हम दोनों ही जाने वाले हैं. ऐसा है. हाँ, तो 16 तारीख को हमें पता चला. 16 तारीख को मॉर्निंग को उसकी जो फ्रेंड है उसने हमें बताया जो कुछ होगा है वहाँ पे. तो ऐसा हुआ. और 14 तारीख को यूएस टाइम के अनुसार रात शाम के 6:45 बजे उसका एक्सीडेंट हो गया वहाँ पे.
और ये हिट एंड रन केस है जिसमें जो जिन्होंने किया है, जो कल्पेबल हैं, उनका अरेस्ट हो चुका है. लेकिन
यस मैम.
लेकिन नीलम की खुद की तबीयत अभी ठीक नहीं है.
हाँ जी.
नीलम से आखिरी बात कब बात हुई थी?
12 तारीख को हुई थी मैम. 12 तारीख को, मतलब वो हर रोज डेली कॉल करती थी. उसके टाइमिंग के अनुसार वो डेली कॉल करती थी वहां से पूछताछ की. मतलब क्योंकि उसको पिताजी के उनके बहुत ज्यादा ये रहती थी, मतलब तो केयर रहती थी उसके. और ये तो वो हर रोज कॉल करती थी उनको कैसे है क्या, क्योंकि उसकी माँ अगले मतलब पिछले साल ही गुजर गई. उसको ब्रेन कैंसर हुआ था. उसको वो अभी 1 साल ही नहीं हुआ, इसी महीने 1 साल हो गया उसको गुजर के, माँ को, मतलब मेरे आत्या को. और तो उसमें ही थी वो शॉक में कि ये अकेले रहते हैं. उसके पिताजी अभी घर में कोई नहीं है यहाँ पे. उनका जो बेटा है वो पुणे में रहता है. वो वहाँ पे एजुकेशन मतलब ये करता है, जॉब करता है.
Meanwhile, the Indian consulate in San Francisco has conveyed its sympathy and solidarity to Nilam Shinde's family. The consulate said that they are in constant touch with the hospital, the family, as well as the friends, and they have been rendering all the possible assistance that is required there for Nilam Shinde. Meanwhile, a wave of support has been pouring in for Nilam Shinde's family. Supriya Sule, she said that she is grateful to the Ministry of External Affairs for all the help that has been provided so far, and that she also thanked NDTV for this entire NDTV Save Nilam Shinde campaign.
तानाजी शिंदे जी, अभी आप लगता है रास्ते में हैं मुंबई के.
हाँ
तो रास्ते में
जी, और आपने वक्त निकाला हम लोगों से बात करने के लिए, तो ये बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है हमें. लेकिन थोड़ा सा सुकून मिल रहा है कि फाइनली इंटरव्यू कल होगा और जल्दी से जल्दी वीजा मिलेगा और आप फिर जा सकेंगे.
हो जा सकेंगे.
तानाजी भाऊ काळजी करू नका. आपल्याला विजा लवकर मिळणार आणि आपण जाणार लेकीकडे. तानाजी भाऊ बिल्कुल आप चिंता ना करें. हम सब इस देश आपके साथ है पूरा.
धन्यवाद. 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 धन्यवाद ताई त्यासाठी खूप जास्त.
All right, Supriya Sule and Tanaji Shinde and Sanjay Kadam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Maria, for your efforts and NDTV's efforts. I compliment NDTV for joining this. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the efforts by the entire media as well. Thank you.
The father who has just lost his wife a year ago. So she is the only surviving member of the family. You know, I'm actually short of words here to think the pain that they would be undergoing, and it has taken them, and the visa date that was being given by the US Embassy was 2026. I mean, if there is anything more heartless, it is this.
Maria, first and foremost, once again, I would say, I mean, congratulations to NDTV for raising this. I see the emotion in your voice. Looking at that man, the father, it was terrible. I mean, and hats off to Ms Supriya Sule. My opinion of politicians has gone up at least 10 notches. I was reminded of Sushma Swaraj, how much she went out of her way to help.
Maria, I want to compliment you, NDTV, as well as Supriya Sule for taking up this issue. However, let me tell you, I have been involved in many such cases in Chicago area, whether it is a shooting, whether it's a drowning or serious injury similar to Nilam Shinde. The thing is, as soon as the consulate, Indian consulate becomes available, they are very proactive. They find out the contact information in India and they contact MEA, and MEA immediately contacts the US Embassy. And most of the time they get visa within 2 to 3 days.
The debate over delimitation exercise, it is heating up. The Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah says that the Union Home Minister Amit Shah's assurance is misleading. This after the Home Minister said that not one South seat will be cut. In fact, here's a comprehensive picture on what this entire exercise of delimitation will do. NDTV's Ankit Tyagi breaks it down for us.
Mr. Stalin has said that this is a hanging, over southern states like a sword, the delimitation exercise. They also feel Lok Sabha seats will come down. In South, he estimates about 100 seats will come down. Mr. Siddaramaiah, the Karnataka Chief Minister, has also weighed in as far as this controversy is concerned. And he wants the southern states to unite. What has Mr. Siddaramaiah said? He has said South states should not be unfairly treated, and the southern states should come together. There is a deliberate bid to undermine the southern states, because remember, there are a lot of political connotations as far as this entire exercise is concerned. The Home Minister has said that southern states will not lose seats and they are going to be allotted seats on the pro rata basis. But let's just first, break it down for you. What is the delimitation exercise that people are so worried about? What is it that this exercise means? So delimitation is the process of redrawing boundaries of parliamentary and assembly constituencies. Now, initially, the whole idea was that it should be carried out to reflect the changes in the population of the country, because the population of the country keeps changing, and conducted to ensure fair representation based on demographic shifts from one state to another. Delimitation must happen after every census was what the whole initial idea was. And who are the people? Because there is a delimitation panel which carries out this task, which is set up by the parliament. So who are the people in the delimitation panel? There is a Supreme Court judge in the delimitation panel. Apart from that, also a representative from the Election Commission of India. And along with the representative, there is one representative from every political party in the country. So that forms largely the delimitation panel. Let's just take a look. When all has delimitation taken place? In 1951, first delimitation exercise took place. The population of the country was 36.1 crore. Total Lok Sabha seats were 494. Come and shift to 1961, the population of the country grew to 43.9 crore. 522 were the Lok Sabha seats. So first, 3 delimitation exercise happened simultaneously with the census. In 1971, 54.8 crore. The number of seats is 543. And since 1971 till 2024 Lok Sabha elections, the number of seats have been 543. Why? Because after 1971, the 42nd Constitutional Amendment froze the Parliamentary Assembly seats till 2001. When I speak about the 42nd Constitutional Amendment, I'm talking about 1976, when the emergency, in fact, was enacted. The freeze was so that the states with faster population growth could implement family planning measures, and then there could be fair equity as far as all states are concerned. In 2001, because the ban was till 2001, the exercise did take place, but the constituency boundaries were redrawn, but the number of seats in each state, whether it was the Lok Sabha or the Assembly, they remained the same because of the anxiety of the southern states at that point of time as well. The southern states had opposed this. Now, from there, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the worries. Because the southern states are extremely worried. Why are they so worried? The southern states worry that the delimitation based on the latest population data, because remember, the census was supposed to happen in 2021, it has not happened, will reduce the representation of the southern states because they have been able to control their population. It will diminish the political heft of the southern states. And apart from that, their worry also is that it is almost penalizing the southern states for effective population control. They feel that their growth economic has been great, population they have been able to reduce. They're unlike the northern states where the population is increasing, and hence they will lose the political heft. The worry in political parties in the south and also the Congress is that delimitation based on the population will give unfair advantage to the BJP due to its dominance in the northern states, because the expectation is that there is going to be an exponential increase in the number of seats for Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and other states where BJP dominates, and this will diminish the electoral impact of South. Because remember, even this time when the Congress has won 99 seats, 53 of those seats somewhere have come only from South and Maharashtra. Now, just a scenario, this is just a projection to make you understand why the southern states are worried. According to the projection of the population in 2026, when the exercise has to take place, this is what will be the Lok Sabha impact. Tamil Nadu right now has 39 seats. According to the population, if the formula is implemented, it will reduce to 31. That's a deficit of -8 for Tamil Nadu. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, both included 42 seats with the population, if considered, and the projection of the population in 2026, it comes down to 34. And again, 8 seats deficit. Kerala will lose 8 seats, will come to 12. West Bengal will lose 4 seats. Odisha from 21 goes down to 18, loses 3 seats. Karnataka from 28 goes down to 26 to 2 seats. So that's the worry, that on the projected population, because there is no census so far that has happened, if the projected population is taken in account, this is how the southern states are going to get impacted. But take a look on what happens to the other states, and particularly in the Hindi heartland. Just take a look at Madhya Pradesh, 29 seats at this moment. With the increase in population of Madhya Pradesh, the projected seat count could be 33. That is an addition of 6 seats. Bihar from 40 goes to 50, addition of 10 seats. Uttar Pradesh from 80 goes to 91, that's an addition of 11 seats. So this is where they feel that there is going to be an unfair advantage as far as the BJP is concerned, because it dominates these states. But ladies and gentlemen, in all this, the population and all this that has been spoken about, remember the current Lok Sabha has capacity of 888 Lok Sabha MPs. Now, at this rate, while we don't know what the pro rata basis or what the formula that Mr. Amit Shah is speaking about, but even if there is proportional increase in the number of seats for the states, the worry is that the percentage of increase for the southern states will not match the massive percentage of jump that the states in North India will have. If you take a look at 15-20 lakh sort of a population representation, South will be at a disadvantage, North will have a massive advantage. How will all that be balanced? Will there be a general consensus? Will the formula be evolved after talking to all stakeholders? That remains a big question.
Time for a very short break. More news and updates on the other side. Welcome back. The BJP organizational elections are over in 12 states. The national president is likely to be announced before the 15th of March. The state in charges, they have been asked to submit prospective names. Some states like Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat, they're likely to get unit presidents before the announcement of the national president. The Delhi High Court has imposed a significant fine on Amazon, directing the company to pay rupees 340 crore for a deliberate trademark breach involving the luxury brand Beverly Hills Polo Club. The court found that Amazon willfully infringed the brand's trademark by selling products with a nearly identical logo under its own symbol brand at a fraction of the price, diluting the luxury brand's exclusivity. Amazon has been permanently barred from selling, advertising, or dealing in any products bearing marks identical or deceptively similar to the Beverly Hills Polo Club trademark. The President of European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, has begun her visit to India with a College of Commissioners. This is in fact the first time that the College of Commissioners are visiting India together. In fact, von der Leyen met the Foreign Minister Jaishankar on Thursday. In focus is the EU's push for India to lower high tariffs on cars and wine to boost trade and discuss a possible free trade agreement as it seeks to reduce its reliance on China. A senior official from the bloc has said ahead of this visit. This visit comes at a time when there is a fracture in ties between the US and European Union as Washington flipped its support on Ukraine. And Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh are in the thick of fresh snowfall driven by a western disturbance that's turned the region into a winter spectacle, as well as a logistical challenge. In Jammu and Kashmir, Old Srinagar saw snow spells. Higher up in Bandipora, a snow avalanche struck Khandyal village. Parts of Kupwara also woke up to fresh snow. Over in Himachal Pradesh, the state's battling heavy snow that's disrupted everything from roads to power. The Atari-Leh National Highway 3 is among several routes that have been shut down, with Kullu, Lahaul, Spiti and Kinnaur districts hit the hardest. Think roads have been blocked, transformers, they have been knocked out, and daily life is on a pause.